To my channel. This is me, Slava. Good to see everybody. And welcome the guests of my channel as well. If you're new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, my wonderful collective, let's do another reading for you. Let's take a look what the messages the universe have for you today. So messages for you. Let's see what this message will be about. What topic the universe wants you to hear today? Okay, this is going to be about law enforcement officers. Law enforcement officers. What about law enforcement officers? The universe wants you to know. What about these law enforcement officers? What about law enforcement officers? Law enforcement officers and your ex-partner, an ex-lover. Okay, all right. What else? One more card. Lawsuit. Lawsuit. Okay. Lawsuit. There will be a lawsuit most likely. Lawsuit against your ex-partner and the law enforcement. I don't know exactly what your ex-partner have done, but looks like your ex-lover have done something to attract the attention of a lawsuit. So know that the lawsuit is pending or it's about to begin. Or maybe you will be suing law enforcement alongside with your ex-partner. Something to do with your ex. Very heavy energy. Very heavy energy where police got involved and your ex got involved. But what did your ex do? What did your ex-partner or ex-lover did to you? Now, could be a business partner as well. Or could be your ex-husband or ex-boyfriend or ex-part-time lover. So let's take a look. Let's take a look what exactly, why there is a lawsuit here. There is a lawsuit coming up, see? Lawsuit. Lawsuit. So let's analyze exactly your something about your ex here. Your ex is going to be sued, but there's also law enforcement energy, law involved, police involved. Maybe police have done something here. But let's analyze first thing first. Let's identify your ex-partner. And of course, identify your ex-lover. We'll try to gather as much information as possible. Who is this person? What are their traits? And relevantly, what did your ex-lover, someone you trusted, someone you were close to, what did they do to you? What did your ex do to you? So who's your ex? What did your ex do to you? What did your ex-lover or ex-partner did to you? What did they do to you? What happened? What happened? First card, Chariot. So far, so good. Chariot. What did your ex do? Two of Wands. Five of Cups. See, you had plans with this person. I feel like you had plans with this person. Chariot, Two of Wands, right? But I feel like your ex-partner is always like on a go. Always on a go. Always on a move. And I kind of feel like your ex was in a position of some sort of choice. It's kind of like he put you in a side burner. He or she. It's like there was somebody else, right? Too. Your ex-partner was choosing between you and maybe somebody else. But this is your card, Five of Cups. This is where you waited. You knew maybe initially that maybe your relationship were broken or the relationship is over, but for some reason, I feel like you remained loyal to this person. You waited for this person. You like hoped that maybe this person come to their senses, have some sort of level of moralities, kindness, or show kindness to you. But this is so far not a good energy. Like I feel like your ex either made you wait or was playing some sort of mind games with you. Okay, what else about your ex-partner? Who is your ex? Who is this ex-partner? Who is this ex of yours? Oh, he destroyed your life. The Tower. He destroyed your life. He chose to do that to you. He chose to do that to you. His intention was once again to destroy, to inflict harm. He acted very careless. He have done something that brought this destruction into your life. What was your ex choosing between? What was he choosing in between? Why is there's a 2 of Wands? Why there's a 2 of Wands? Card of Judgment. Card of Judgment and the card of Walk Away. Yeah, you were forced to walk away. It's like there was a lot of judgment coming in towards you and towards your relationship. There's a lot of parties were involved here that were judging you and judging your relationship. So it was not an easy relationship. Who was involved here with this destruction of your life? Who was involved? It's work. It's work and money. It's a secret work, secret opportunity and secret money. So your ex was choosing. Maybe he had feelings towards you, okay? Maybe he had feelings towards you. Let's see, did your ex ever had sincere feelings towards you? Did he had sincere feelings towards you? 4 of Swords, he didn't show it, he didn't care. I don't see that your ex had any sincere feelings towards you. He just simply chosen to do nothing. To do nothing about your relationship. He chose not to cooperate with you, not to be there for you. Like he was very passive. This is the card of the passive energy. He's like, well, I don't care. You know, I don't care. I do not care whether this relationship going to work or not. But I do see you waited. You waited for this person by 5 of Cups. Why did he not do anything? Why did he take in such a passive approach? Why he didn't do absolutely not a single thing, or she? Why? Star card here comes up because another woman here, another woman. So there is a woman. You see by the Judgment card, there was somebody else coming in and judging you. You were judged. There was another woman in his life. Maybe she's older, maybe she's a friend, maybe that is his wife, current wife or current girlfriend. Maybe this is her boss, because there's a lot of energy about work. So this woman come into his life, or I should say she was always in his life, and she started to judge you. And she said, well, you know, you don't need to do anything. You don't need to do anything, right? And that's why he was passive. He was passive because some woman promised him something. She promised him, right? Star. So he looks at this woman. She could be a fire sign. And his eyes just lit up. Their eyes just lit up with this hope and promises that she is going to give to him. And what do you think she promised him? In secret, she promised him. This is the card of secret, okay? High Priestess. We all know what High Priestess is. It's a hidden motive. It's kind of like a quiet, hush-hush type of under-the-table deal. She said, hey, leave you. Don't be with you. And in exchange, I will make sure that you have a great, wonderful financial opportunity. Now, and it's fine. It's fine. If somebody wants to offer another person a financial opportunity, that's great. I don't have no questions here. But my question here is this legal? Is this secret job is even legal? You see what I mean? Why is it a hush-hush secret here? Why is it a secret? You see? So now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. So your ex is involved in this tower moment that you experienced. Potentially you're still recovering from this tower. And And maybe this woman is from law enforcement. Maybe this woman connected to law somehow, right? There's a law enforcement, there's police, there's government, law enforcement. And most likely this woman, this hush-hush woman that offer your ex this job is going to face a lawsuit. I don't kind of feel like you know the truth about this right now, but you will. You will know the truth about this. There is a big time lawsuit here, big time, because there's corruption. And that corruption come in from this woman that is connected to your ex-partner. You understand? That's why he didn't do anything. Because he was too blinded. He was too blinded by this opportunity that this woman have offered him. But my question is, okay, like I said, not a problem. Why would there be a lawsuit? Because whatever your ex-partner have done to you brought suffering into your life, maybe involving police and law enforcement, and maybe now the truth becomes as known about this hidden financial opportunities. It's money here. Money under the table. Corruption. You see? Corruption. Something she offered him. Who is this woman? Who is this woman? Who is this woman? Clearly there is some sort of financial aspect between her and him. There's money. There's projects together. They were working on it together. She's behind it. She's like, oh, don't worry about it. I'll take care of you, right? I'll take care of you. So who is this woman? Who is this woman? What is this? Truth emerge. Right. Of course. Truth emerge. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is 100% truth what I'm telling you. Your ex chosen money and job over you. She could be public administrator in a public sector, public office, public administration, administrative law, public administrator. This is who this woman most likely is. She works with the public and most likely wanted this job for herself. She only offered this to your ex because it was beneficial to her. Otherwise, she would not offer your ex-partner and ex-lover whatever she offered him. But she pretty much offered him a financial opportunity in exchange that he will be passive in a situation that you were put into because of him. Does that make sense? What kind of situation were you put in before this woman emerged? What happened? What were you going through? Like what were you going through? Because I feel like you were alone. You had nobody. You had nobody. The only person you saw that would be there for you, which is your ex-lover, an ex-partner, someone you trusted, ditched. He become very passive, like nothing. You understand? Nothing. I see that this woman is very greedy. This woman is very, very greedy. Whoever this public administrator, she's in the public branch. Public administrator. She's very greedy. And the only way she got involved, because she knew your situation and she knew your ex. And she took advantage. She took advantage of the situation. She took advantage of the fact that you were not together, right? Because for her, it was a deal with money. But in generally, she is a very, very greedy woman. She could be Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. What was this secret job? What is this potential? And it's a big money here. This is a big opportunity here, you see? But it's a hush-hush type of situation. Illegal. This is illegal. And you were part of it. You were subjected to this. You were her job. You were her job. But she would have not got you as her job if not your ex, who either said something about you or simply chosen to run away because he's a passive. He has a passive personality. Where he needed to fight, he did not fight. And yet, once again, I see that you trusted your ex. There's a card of a dog. You thought he's a friend. You thought he's loyal. You thought he'll be there for you. He knew what you were subjected to and he didn't care. He ran away because this woman offered him a job, offered him this incredible financial earning possibility. He took the money. And yet you thought of him as a friend. For a long time, you thought of him as a friend. Imagine talking to your ex, not knowing that he's a traitor. And him and your ex could have been friends, right? They could have been friends. But I see she's kind of like, she comes up like a witch. Witch, negative, very manipulative, very envious, very manipulative. She has that inside of her, that darkness. Very dark person and very manipulative. And they most likely knew each other somehow through work environment. But I see that this woman was greedy for herself. It was very beneficial for her. What else about this woman? The card of time. The card of justice. Justice. Justice will be served here. That's why there is a lawsuit. And you waited for this time. You waited for this time. You waited for truth. You waited for justice because you were used as a tool of these miserable people, promotion and money. See, there is a card of time, but you don't have to wait much longer. You have waited for justice, and I see that the justice will arrive. Justice will arrive for you. There will be a lawsuit, and you will sue this greedy woman. You will sue this greedy woman as well as your ex-partner. And everybody he will receive accordingly. Because your ex got promoted, he got money, she got money, everybody got paid. Everybody got paid on your suffering, upon your suffering. It's not fair. It's not fair. What else about this woman? Yeah, broom. She will be... Card of broom. She will be kicked out. She will be out. You understand? She will be completely out. From your life, from your energy, completely. She's probably the one targeting you. Right now, I feel like she's on a roll of humiliating you. She really wants to humiliate you. She tried to humiliate you. It's kind of like I feel like you were made fun of. You were treated by this greedy, sociopathic, narcissistic woman as you are absolutely unworthy of life, that you have absolutely no right to privacy, that amendment rights and constitutional rights are not applied to you, that you're nothing. Nothing. You were humiliated. This woman wanted to humiliate you. And maybe for a narcissist like herself, like this sick woman, and passive, aggressive acts of yours who helped her, right? Maybe it's normal. Maybe it's normal for a sick woman like herself to treat people like they're disposable. But she will pay for that. She will pay for that because I do see that she's under investigation. She is under investigation, see? Manipulation. She's that type of person that likes to manipulate people. Trust me, she would not do anything unless it's beneficial for her. Nothing. You think she cared about your ex? Not a single bit. She doesn't care about your ex. She never did. She used him because he was an easy target, because she knew you trusted him. She knew you trusted him, right? She looked at you as this little puppy, right? She's like, oh, well, she's not going to do anything to you, right? Meaning you. And she's a witch. This is the card of the witch. Witch participates in witchcraft. Witch. Negative. Negative, sociopathic witch. Whether people know about her dark side or whether people know who she is, but she has that blood inside of her of being this dark and negative woman. Yeah, she's a witch, doing witchcraft or participating in witchcraft, or she likes some sort of stuff like that, you know. Very negative. So crooks. She's a crook. And just see, I just see the way you were treated, right? There's a card of being framed. Framed, scapegoating, blame, and shifting. She blamed you. She blamed you. You were framed by this woman. You were framed, your ex framed you. She helped him to frame you. She said, oh, I got this. Don't worry about it. You were framed by these people, your ex-partner and this woman. Any identification of this woman? She could be, like I said already, a fire sign. So the relationship between your ex-partner and this woman. Relationship between your ex-partner and this woman. Because the lawsuit I see here will be because you were framed. That's why you're going to sue. You're going to sue the police, and you're going to sue this woman, and you're most likely going also to subpoena your ex because they framed you. You were framed for some sort of crimes you didn't do. That's not yours. This should have not happened to you. Public administrator, she calls herself. Relationship, first card. Conversation. A lot of people gathered together. Everybody had a conversation here with your ex. Okay, so most likely it's a very close circle to your ex. There was a lot of people present, and they all had a conversation, right? It's a group of friends. The card of a dog. La Fa Delta, right? This is the card of a loyalty. They all treat each other as a loyal pack or a loyal friends. Loyalty, right? So they all had a conversation here with your ex, bashing you, gossiping about you, humiliating you, like you unworthy, like laughing at you. This hysterical, delusional laugh of this sick woman is so annoying. Like so annoying. She has like a squeaky voice. Very squeaky laugh. Like a mouse. Like somebody stepped on a mouse tail. Just a hysterical, right? This hysterical belittling of you, and relevantly putting your ex in a position where he become ashamed of you. He become ashamed of even being with you. It's like laughing at you, laughing. I hear a lot of laughter. Like, haha, tee-hee, how did you ended up being with this person, meaning you? And she wasn't alone. I feel like she's married. Like she most likely has somebody here. But the fact that these friends, these people that your ex was friends with, they didn't like you. They didn't like you. These people didn't like you. See? They didn't want nothing to do with you. There's 2, 4, 5, 6 people. 6 people had a conversation and gathering. And your ex was there. Okay? And she is sitting here and she's explaining and she's talking and she's laughing. She's like, well, that's not right. That's not right, she's saying to your ex. You shouldn't be at fault here. Let's frame you. So what is being framed? Clearly, it's a criminal activity. It's a criminal violation. You don't frame people. Framing means perjury. Framing means corruption. Framing means abuse of process. Framing leads to miscarriage of justice, to torture, to abuse. But this smart woman here, in her opinion, took advantage of that. And on top of that, rewarded your ex for that. So I see they were belittling you. They did not accept you. It's not just that, it's not that your ex did not accept you, it's his stupid friends, his corrupt, sick friends. Because he depends on them, I feel like it. He depends on them. Maybe they're co-workers. Maybe they're all working together. See, there is still Eight of Pentacles here. So it's a group of sociopathic, maybe law enforcement officers and public administrators, where your ex was working with these people. And of course, they think of themselves as yin and yang. They think they're the greatest because they're the law. He depended on these people, but they're not his friends. I see this woman is now sick. This woman is sick. Her karma that she got sick. You see, she has illness, so she's not young woman. She's most likely old woman. Old woman, she's sick. She has some sort of illness, chronic illness, incurable illness. She fell sick. And this has become all after you being framed. I also see a card of Allegria. Allegria means joy, right? Joy. These people, for some reason, were drinking and being happy. Like she was happy that what happened to you. She was happy and pleased with herself. I don't know how could anybody be so happy and joyful after what was done to you as an innocent party. You were innocent here. You were innocent here. Yeah, and look at her. She was happy, but she's not happy anymore. She's not happy anymore because she's sick. You see, she's sick. Yeah, look at this. Documents, official documents. Soon there will be a subpoena, some sort of official documents here that will be served against this. Look at her, sick woman, old woman. She's an old woman. She's not young. She's an old woman who maybe perhaps worked her whole life in as a public administrator, or worked in some sort of public field. She's not young. She's old. And in her old age, she absolutely has no maturity level. Like her mind is immature. All because of greed. All because of greed. She did this to you. All because of greed. And soon this old woman, this fire sign female, which is old, she will be served with lawsuit. She will be sued. Because like I said, she's a public of some sort of public administrator. Something here was framed. I don't know how these people framed you. But this woman framed you with the help of your ex-lover. That is sad. That is so sad. What else about this old woman? Yeah, see, weaponized authority. Rules or system twisted to punish or silence you. She pretty much used authority as a weapon. She used the law enforcement as a weapon against you. She twisted the truth because she wanted money for herself. She's greedy. Maybe this is your ex's mother. Maybe this is your ex's mother. Or maybe this is your ex's friend, co-worker. She's an old lady. She's not young. But in her mind, like I said, she was only concerned about money. Job, opportunity, secret. Promotion. Promotion. She was out to get promotion. That's the only thing this sick woman ever cared about. But believe me, take into consideration that she is ill already, she won't last much longer. I see water sign. Maybe she's a water sign. Maybe she's a water sign. But very ambitious, right? Very ambitious. I see also the card of judge. judges. She may be new judges, or maybe she herself was connected to judges. She's a public administrator. She's in the public field. The card of judge. A sick judge that participated in your humiliation, or weaponized judges or the court system to frame you. And what did your ex got from it? What did your ex got from that? Promotion? Money? What did he got? He got some sort of benefit. But I see there's an informant. There was an informant investigating this gang, corrupt gang of these people, because they're all twisted. They're all connected to each other, right? There is an informant that will come forward, and that informant will tell the truth about everything. That informant will tell exactly how this sick woman, right now she's most likely on a sick leave. Okay, she's most likely on a sick leave. Recently, I feel in the past like few months, earlier in 2026, like sometimes before Christmas, that's when it's kind of started, she's very rarely at the office. So she mostly spends time like on a sick leave or stays at home because she's physically incapable of doing chores or going to work. It hit her hard. After what she did to you, definitely karma, big time after her. But there will be an informant coming forward because I see this woman has been under investigation. In fact, not just her, there's a bunch of other people. They're all friends, people of different ages, some old, some younger, and of course, your ex partner as well, that either lied on you or did something. You were framed. So informant here is coming in, and that informant will confirm that there was this smear campaign against you, that these people and this woman coordinated um, to ruin your reputation throughout rumors or a narrative manipulation, right? Because like I said, this woman was humiliating you, like making fun of you, like you are not worthy of anything. But things are changed here soon. For this woman, it was a get-rich-quick scheme, unethical shortcuts. She wanted quick money. She wanted to get rich quickly, and she took that opportunity. And in order for her to get quick rich, because it's the only thing she ever cared about, she used scapegoating, blame shifting, and framing you. And of course, when you frame somebody, when a victim gets framed, there's nothing here you could do. I also see that your identity was stolen and there was a forgery done on you. Forgery. Forged documents, fake reports, fake affidavits. There's forgery, identity theft. That's how you were framed. There was this narrative, like I said, created against you that you've done something wrong, but you were not even at fault at all. At all. But this sick woman made fun about you to your ex-partner, who was also part of this whole friendship circle, participated in this smear campaign against you. Back then, you could have not do anything. You didn't even know. You didn't even know. But this sick woman here, this old woman, she is going to be sued. You will sue her, and you will sue corrupt law enforcement that supported her and helped her, including your sick ex. How does your ex feeling about this whole situation right now? How does your ex-partner feels about his involvement in this smear campaign, abuse? How does your ex feels right now? Oh, look at her. Well, he's stuck. He's stuck, right? Your ex-lover, he's looking for something, he's reading, he's researching, because he knows he's in a hot chair. He knows he screwed up. He knows he participated in this. He could have provided a false statement about you. He could have lied, as per advice of this old woman. He would have listened to her, but he should have not listened to her. He should have listened to himself. He should have listened to his heart. Your ex didn't have to be in love with you or love you to act as a decent human being. But he listened to her because she promised him a big financial opportunity. She promised him that if he does what she tells him to do, she will make few phone calls, and he will get a new job that pays triple of what he has ever earned. You see? But now he's stuck. He's not happy. He's stuck. He knows he can't do anything. He can't do anything. He's stuck. Hangman. The higher power said, no, 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 no. There's authority here. There's power here. Most likely whoever's investigating this crook France. So he's stuck. There's somebody here above him who puts restriction. So he's looking how he can get himself out of this situation. How else he feels right now? The card of the Empress. Stuck with her. Empress, Empress. Situation, problems with a woman. Broken heart. He wants out. He's looking how to get out. He's looking how to get out of a contract or obligation that he got himself into. Maybe this Empress is this fire sign woman. Maybe this Empress is another woman that is with him, like his wife or a lover or a friend. But he wants out. He knows that there's damage here. There's problems here. He wants out. He wants to get out where he's at. Because things are flying right, left, and center in his life. And there is a serious conflicts and problems with this woman. But I feel he's stuck. And the only way he could feel stuck if he's under some sort of contractual obligation. It only happens because in generally you're free to walk away. You don't like somebody? Walk away. But he can't walk away from this Empress. He can't walk away either because there is a contract. And if he breaks it, he's going to lose money. He cannot walk away from this Empress or because she has more power over him. Or he can walk away because they have some sort of financial business together. So in other words, he's afraid to lose money here. What is he afraid to lose here? But he's looking for a way out. He knows he's stuck. In other words, he got entrapped very good. You weren't the only one framed here. He got stuck too. See, money. He's afraid to lose money. He doesn't want to lose money. He's not happy where he's at. But this is all a card of money. See, battle for money. For money. Either this woman tells him, if you leave, I will fight you and you will lose everything. So now there's a conditions placed by this woman who could be his boss or his wife. Like I said, your ex fall for money here. He framed you for money. He chosen money. Not realizing how much you suffered because of his decision. Now he wants out, but he can't, and he's not happy. So he wants out, but he's scared that if he breaks a contract or if he go against this woman, he will lose everything because there's lawsuits, there's a battle, there's a fighting, right? There's a battle here, and he doesn't want to lose this money. He doesn't want to lose money. But yet he sure were too quick to fall for that. Again, forgery comes up. Forgery, forgery, forgery. These people frame you by using your identity and committing fraud. Identity-based fraud. They did something. They forged your signature. They stole your identity. They commit a bunch of crimes. They framed you. Because this sick old woman and your ex all got paid. This is like a movie. Doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. Unreal. Unreal. What a sick woman. Greedy, sick woman. And a traitor ex. They all did this to you for money. They can never have enough money. This woman have a tooth gap between her teeth. First thing comes up, and she's a redhead, and I see brown eyes. Elderly. That's who this woman is. You know this woman? Redhead, burgundy brown hair, elderly, hazel brown eyes, and a tooth gap. She might have fixed her tooth gap, but you've always had a tooth gap. So lawsuit here. You're going to sue this older woman. I don't know. She's sick. Like I said, she's sick. She has a chronic illness. She's ill. I don't know how much she has left. But these people will pay for what they did to you. They will pay. They will pay. Now they're targeting you because they continue on with this whole scheme like it worked before. They thought, okay, well, we framed you before. We maybe perhaps can frame you again. This is the mentality of this old woman and this ex-partner of yours. And friends, join friends, because it's a group of people. But it won't work this time. It will not work this time. And there is a water sign comes up. Maybe she is a water sign. She could be a water sign. A fire sign, or maybe moon and water. What else about this whole situation you can tell me? Trash, tossing away, getting rid of evidence so they don't get linked to you. Court documents, of course, these fake friends. Your ex sure have a lot of fake friends, I'll tell you that much, you know? And of course, the situation about to explode. Nobody's gonna wait much longer here. You know why? Because like I already said, there's an informant here. Informant. He's gathering information. A lot of people are gonna come forward here. A lot of informants will come forward and actually cooperate with law enforcement. And will come forward and tell the truth. That this and this would happen. That is 100% here. Yeah, my cards are falling off. Someone cannot wait. Someone cannot wait to come forward and speak up the truth of what actually was done to you. I also see here there's a promiscuous, sleeps around. Sleeps around. Don't tell me your ex had an affair with this old woman. Don't tell me that. That would be crazy. But there's a lot of promiscuous energy here. Maybe this woman sleeps around, or maybe your ex-lover slept around, or maybe he even slept around with her. That's crazy. That's crazy, you know. A lot of people, a lot of promiscuous here. And yeah, see, game over. Game over. There's someone here who's going to come forward initially and speak about this unethical, promiscuous behavior. Do not let the old age of this elderly woman think just because she's elderly, she has morals and ethics. This elderly woman does not have no morals. She does not have no ethics. She could be a cougar and likes to sleep around with younger men. And maybe she slept with your ex. Because why else would she get involved? Envy, jealousy, like it's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, back to lawsuit. Let's clarify about this lawsuit. What about this lawsuit? What do you need to know about this lawsuit? What do you need about this lawsuit? That these people, this couple, this pair, Because see, there's a two people here, man and a woman. Man and a woman here. Like I said, they could be ex-lovers, they could be friends, partners, doesn't matter. A man and a woman are completely miserable. Miserable. They're losing everything. They're losing everything. And once again, Six of Wands, a confirmation that you will win. You will win. You will win this lawsuit. You will obtain victory here. Game over for these people. You see a lawsuit, and here you are. You're on top of the horse. You're victorious. You will get settlement. You will win. You will prove your innocence. You will prove that everything that was done to you was nothing but the source of these people, personal financial gain. You will sue the law enforcement who participated in this. You will sue the judges if needed. You will sue whoever it is you need to sue. Because you were victimized here. You were a victim of crime by these unethical, sick people. They're sick people. You will win. And even though I feel like they're trying to frame you, till this day, they're still trying. But like I said, there's informants here. There's investigation here. Yeah, see, again, this woman comes up. Again, this woman. She's sick, but yet she's still planning, right? She's planning. She's still planning. Well, maybe we can get out of this. No. No, this woman is already surrendered herself, right? She's done. She's done. This woman, there's two women and your ex here involved. One's older, one's younger. This is the card of a chain. She's done. She's negative. She's jealous. She's angry. She's angry that she got exposed. And she's ill. So you see who helped her? Old woman. And one was a younger one, the promiscuous one that your ex is also stuck with. So I'm assuming he was choosing between you and another lover. And he chosen the other lover because that other woman of his knew this old woman, or vice versa, right? These people are inhumane. What did they made fun of you? There's a card of humiliation. I just want to see what exactly did these sick people have said. Why did they humiliated you? What was so funny? What was so funny to make fun of you and belittle you for nothing? Why this desire, this sickness of humiliating you? What did these people have said? What did these people have said in regards of trying to humiliate you? In other words, gossip and smear campaign about you. Clarify the card of your humiliation. They simply wanted to humiliate you. They're sick people, including your sick ex. Look, my cards are just falling apart. They're angry. They're angry. These people are angry. Till this day. But what have they said to humiliate you? What did they say? Starting over, ending it and moving on. Trying again. The axe is back. So pretty much they told him to leave you alone, and your ex should just to start over with somebody else, to leave you pretty much. Or maybe your ex came back to this other woman that he was with, because there is a card of the ex. I don't see loyalty amongst these people. I don't see loyalty. So in other words, they were telling him to start over. Yeah, see, brief affair. Brief affair couldn't last. Your ex was a player. Probably still is a player. There was an affair. Meantime, once again, you were afraid to love. You after this situation, you were afraid to love. You were afraid to be in relationship. You were afraid to trust people, to trust partners. And I don't blame you. I don't blame you. You were victimized by unhealthy people. Air sign comes up. I see there is an air sign. This is another important information. Someone who is an air sign, I feel like a masculine energy, who stole your identity and and set you up. There was a scam coming from an air sign. Maybe this old woman told somebody to do something to you or paid somebody to do something to you. But there is an air sign person who set you up. Maybe not necessarily this woman did this to you to set you up. Maybe not necessarily ex-partner directly participated in identity theft. But there was an air sign who did this to you. What else was said about you? How else were you humiliated? For what? For what? Yeah, that you are that case. That you will not succeed. You will have nothing in life. You're pretty much nothing, and nothing you can do, nothing you can give him. And this is all these three people that did this to you. These two women and this ex of yours. Three people. Old woman, same age woman as your ex and your ex. Three people. And they were all blapping. They were humiliating you together. They were laughing. They were making fun of you. They were saying you're nothing. You'll never succeed. You have no money. You're nobody. Because they're gold diggers. They're narcissists. They judge a human being based on how much money that person has. God forbid you were from different country, or going through a difficult separation, or if you were a single parent. They didn't give a shit about that. They didn't take this into consideration. There is racism here. There is belittling you, because the sick people only judge somebody based on their money. And yet, old woman is sick. Another younger one is a promiscuous, you know who. Axe is thinking, what the heck did I got myself into? Because he's facing charges. These people now all screwed, and they did this to themselves. They did it all to themselves. This trio that everybody slept with everybody. There's some sort of unethical relationship between all of these three people. So they pretty much saying you're nothing. You're nothing. You're not worthy of nothing. You will never do anything to them. So pretty much they could have stepped on you and do anything they wanted. Lamika. Yeah, France. They're all France. Okay, so sorry to say that. France. The three France. Greedy criminals. The card of France. Nice friends your ex has. Desparto. Yeah, desperate. Now these friends are desperate. They're ready to do this to themselves. I mean, they're desperate. They're desperate because they know they're going to jail. They know they're getting sued. They know they got exposed, the way they humiliated you, the way they harmed you, and the way they were treating you. And this is supposed to be your ex whom you cared for and had feelings towards? Are you kidding me? That's a piece of shit. It's not that's not even a human being. Yeah, now they're desperate. Now this whole three friends are desperate. Desperate. This is the card of being desperate out of jealousy. See how things change. Back then, they thought you'll never succeed. You'll never be anybody in this life. Time has passed. Maybe even 8 years passed, because there's a card of 8. 4 to 8 years has passed. You're doing well. You're blossoming. You have a lot of potential. You will be very successful. And these friends, so-called friends, they're just jealous. Friends that simply wanted to make quick money. So they decided to frame you. They're desperate out of jealousy. They're jealous of you. They're jealous of you. But they shouldn't be jealous, yeah, and they're crying out of jealousy. Crying, see. Again, the card of Desperation. They're crying now. Now they're sorry. Now your ex may be sorry. Now they're all sorry. They're sorry. But they weren't sorry for you when you suffered. They weren't sorry when they involved corrupt cops after you. They weren't sorry when you were subjected to some unethical, sickening, disgraceful experiments or abuse. They were not sorry when you lost everything, your job, your health, your money, but now they're sorry. And they're only not sorry for what they did. They're only sorry because of their jealousy. They're feeling sorry for themselves. They're self-pitying themselves because they're jealous. They never cared for you. None of these three people. And they never will. They're only sorry for themselves because they got caught. Yeah, the card of money. Wanted money, so they caught a big fish, that they're gonna be rich, that they're gonna be successful, right? That's what they sought. Look at this card. Sorpresa. They thought they'll become rich, they'll become successful, right? But yet there's going to be a big surprise for you, because you're yet to find out what these people have done to you. You will yet to find out. So brace yourself and prepare yourself. Because the things this sick trio have done to you is very shocking. And I personally feel sorry for you that you had such a piece of shit of an ex-partner. A love life. A loser. A loser. See, Morty. Over. Morty is death. This is it. You're not going to wait much longer for this lawsuit. You're not going to wait much longer for warrants to be issued. As I said earlier, the informant already been working for many years, getting to know intel and gathering evidence and information. There is enough information to convict these three sick people for life. Cannot say the same about the old woman. She doesn't have a whole life left. She has a bit of time of left. She's in the verge of her life. So fun part, karma for your ex-lover. The fact that he feels stuck. But what is his karma for allowing this to happen to you? What is his karma for participating in this smear campaign, scapegoating, blame shifting, framing you? Now since the truth is emerged and truth is out, what is his karma right now? Boomerang. Boomerang, that's his karma. He getting everything back. Everything back, what he did to you. Everything back. And yes, he's feeling sorry for himself. He's like, why? Why this is happening to me? Well, why do you think this is happening to you? Why do you think this is all happening to all of these people? Why do you think this old woman with a gap between her teeth is sick? Your ex is afraid of losing money and go to jail. The other woman who is promiscuous, sleeping with everybody, right, left, and center, jealous of you, unhappy. Why do you think this is all happening? It's called a boomerang. It's called a karma. What goes around comes around. That's why. Yeah, look at this. Sexual jealousy. He's like, why? Why, right? All it was is really sex and money, really. Your ex was too concerned with sex and money. And these women, especially the younger woman, was jealous of you. So this whole framing, this whole smear campaign really began because out of envy and jealousy. These people did not wanted you as your ex. They wanted you out. You did not fit. You were not narcissistic enough. You were not promiscuous enough. You were not crazy enough. You were not psychopathic enough. So they get rid of you. But because your ex had sexual relationship with another woman who was obsessed with him, that what he said, I quote, well, it was just sex, right? There you have it. Jealousy turned corruption, turn abuse, turn imprisonment. Yeah, everything falling apart here for these people, for the woman in particular. For a woman, everything falling apart. Community casting her out. Because she's a narcissist and it was very important for her to maintain her face, her crown, right? Remember, she wears a crown. She's so decent and she's plays such an important role in the public. It's all falling apart. It is a community and a society doesn't want nothing to do with her. This whole fakeness and this whole smear campaign, this everything you've been through, is all falling apart. Everything falling apart. She's waiting, waiting, waiting. Demonically oppressed, obsessed. Yeah, it's terrible, terrible group of people, dark people, negative people. And everybody who was involved in this abuse on you, everybody will receive accordingly. Not a single one will be spared here. Not a single one will be spared here. You, on the other hand, will be reimbursed. You will get what you deserve. Now, in conclusion, the final message from the spirit guides. What do they want you to know? Now, since you know what happened, what do they want you to know in regards to this particular situation? Okay. Okay, having very high standards, pursue your dream together, uncertain about the future, explore, ambition, and risky. So once again, explore, be ambition, okay? Have high standards. And I'm pretty sure you have a high standards. You've learned a lot. You've learned whom to be in relationship with, whom to keep away from your side. Because you've lost everything, all because of a stupid ex. Idiotic ex and his promiscuous girlfriends. You know what is it like to date and be loyal and trust a narcissist. So never again. So your guide's saying, hey, explore, be ambitious, take risks. Take risk, go have fun. Go have fun. Do not wait for nothing and no one. And of course, the card of butterfly. Emotions shift quickly, emerge stronger together, discover beauty and growth. That's exactly what you are. You truly grown. You found strength going through this situation with this incompetent, sick people because they're truly sick in the head. All three of them are sick. Evolve and, of course, adapt. So this situation was given for you in a way kind of like a learning lesson to learn how to evolve, and you have evolved and you have a greater future ahead of you. Not only you will be successful, because most likely you will sue everybody involved in this perversion of a crimes that you suffered, but you also learn how to adopt, how to survive, even under the most sickest conditions that were fabricated against you. Because you should have not been in this situation. You should have never been in this situation. If not this old greedy woman, if not your promiscuous, sick, revengeful ex, if not your ex's crazy, obsessed lover who is jealous of you, you would have never been in this situation. But this situation taught you how to adopt, how to become stronger, how to take risk, how not to be afraid of nothing. And I can assure you, you are fearless here. You are fearless. Fearless. And lastly, we have a great fortune. That's what waits for you. A great fortune. success, wealth, money, great fortune. And nothing these people can do this to take that away from you. Nothing. That's it. That is it, my wonderful collective. So expect this good changes in your life. New journey. New journey, new path towards an incredible success. Keep this sick ex of yours the hell out of your life. Okay, he did what he did. He or she did whatever they did. Understand that what done cannot be undone. And simply take risks. Do not be afraid of taking risks. You're not a slave here. Nobody's stopping you. You're free to do whatever it is your heart desires. Okay? All right, my wonderful collective. This was the reading for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new, once again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Love you guys. Bye.